I'm a sexologist, I'm a professor and a sex therapist, help people have a healthy idea and experience of their sexuality. Yeah. But I gotta tell you, that didn't just magically happen. I grew up as a cute little Southern Baptist boy, very, very ashamed of masturbation, and that transformation from going to, from that little boy to the healthy, sexually adventurous person you see before you now, is about the show. And there's a lot of wonderful, wonderful stories, wonderful stops along the way. And one such stop is at San Francisco Jack's. Anybody ever been to San Francisco Jack's? That is a jack-off club that has been in existence for more than 30 years. More than 30 years, yes. And whenever I'm in San Francisco, I love to go. And when I am there, it is amazing because there around me are, I don't know, 3-4 dozen men. They're standing, they're kneeling, they're laying on couches and chairs and mattresses and each other. I show up and I dress down to nothing but my shoes. And it is a wonderful place. The rules are simple. No fucking, no sucking, and just be very respectful of the people around you. You know, some of them like to be touched all over, others not so much, not so much. And the energy in the room is amazing. It almost crackles and ripples like the sun on the horizon can ripple. And the moans and the expressions on their faces, it really shows that all of us are trying as long as possible to delay orgasm. But it truly is an athletic challenge because we are stroking so passionately. Every so often, someone gets close to orgasming, and we get to see his approach. And when his cum hits the air, the camaraderie in the room is like that. Like that of a locker room after the winning game. We get to applaud him. Hey, let's give him a hand. Yeah. It smells like one too. It smells so good. When that happens, it just feels great. There's so many different shapes and sizes and colors and skill levels. There's a big old burly lumberjack. There's a cute little androgynous hippie boy that's really showing his sissy strength. See how I slipped that in there? Yeah. And there's leathermen, and they've got their cocks tied tightly around with leather. There's like office workers who show up with their suit and tie and take it all off. It is so beautiful. When we get there, when we enjoy ourselves, it just feels so great. My friend Todd is here too. He is so beautiful. He is a father and a husband, and this is his night out on his own. Todd has a beautiful smile, hairy chest, perfect. Oh, I love it so much. He and I have played away from Jack's, but tonight we just lean our heads on each other's shoulders, cocks in hand, bodies in sync. He would have been enough. I could have come right there. But I just got here, and there's other people I want to see. So I thank Todd, and I go see who else I can find, like Orville. Orville is this old guy who is there all the time. He's there every week, and he has this big, beautiful, toothy smile, and I get to play with his big mushroom of a cock. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And we look at each other, and the joy on his face, and we do not stop staring at each other's eyes. The joy on his face is so beautiful. It's as if I'm giving him eternal life. I get to be the one. I get to be the one to take him over the top. And so I tell him, soak it up, baby, soak it up. And he just smiles and waves and nods. Wow, his gratitude comes back to me tenfold. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. At some point in the evening, I see that the throne is available. Now I call it the throne, but it's really just a bar stool on a little stage, just like this. But it's the highest point in the room, so I get to see everything that's going on. And man, the view is so beautiful. Men deeply satisfying themselves with abandon and no shame in sight. I'm about to sit down, and then this beautiful, amazing, tall, pale-skinned man comes up and sits down. I think he might be an albino. And he just is so white, it's beautiful. And he just takes my balls and cuddles them in his hand. And then very quickly, a beautiful Hispanic chunky man comes up, and he sits on the throne, and he plays with the albino's dick, and I play with the Hispanic's kind of chub, uncut cock. Oh, it's so nice. And a few feet over is a beautiful African man, and he's just kind of sitting back and letting the whole visual stimulate his shiny, ebony phallus. Pretty soon, an Asian man comes up, and he's very respectful. He doesn't want to interrupt our scene. And so he comes up, and our hands welcome his cock into the circle. Oh my gosh, it's like the United Nations of Charcoal Club. And it's so wonderful. You know, when you're there and you begin to notice and you become sensitive, you feel the sexual energy move from hand to cock to palm to dick to penis to heart. Wow, it feels so good. Eventually, finally, I sit on the throne, right? And I just let everybody just have that, right? I want to soak it all I can. Orville comes over, starts massaging my back. Oh gosh, it feels so good. And I feel like one giant human sexual magnet soaking up everything I can. And I release it too. Oh yeah, there's not very much time gone by before I can't take it anymore. And when I jump over that pleasure cliff, nothing's gonna stop me from going into total bliss. And just about the time my eyes roll back in my head, I see the Asian guy squirt and the Hispanic chub goes shooting, and I lose all control, and I am completely transcended because I make my cock feel good. I am at one with all of these men because of pleasure. I don't know. I think I must have lost consciousness there for a minute because when I start talking again, my voice is hoarse and I don't remember making any noise. I remember a couple of chuckles in the room, like knowing chuckles, so I must have like squealed like a pig and they enjoyed it or something. Orville is still massaging my back. And the bliss just keeps going. I say, man, you sure are a full-service masseur. And he says, well, you deserve it after making such a spectacle of yourself. And he means it like a compliment. And I take it as one. The men that night of SF Jacks, we are comrades. We are advocates and witnesses and self-pleasuring sex pals. I get it. SF Jacks, jack off club, a circle jerk, that's not for everyone. I get that. But can we not see the value in this? Can we not see that perhaps we don't have enough opportunities like this where we can be affirmed of our sexual prowess by other people who are being sexual? I just can't get that at the mall, or at a bar, or watching TV. This is a very specific and beautiful experience, and can you blame me for wishing everyone could feel this good?